We. 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 Steve Dangle here. I'm going to take this off. It's distracting. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Habs were awful. Habs were awful game one. So for the Habs fans watching, I changed it up. And by I changed it up, I mean this is the background I had. Oh, chat's going, take it off. Take it off. This is, he wants me to take it off. HR. Yeah. So here's my day. Turn the camera around. We recorded the podcast at 8:00, which we never do. And went 2 hours. Well, you can take that up with our lovely friend Adam. I didn't have 2 hours of stuff to say because I was low energy and tired and pissed off because I hadn't had a coffee. I hadn't had breakfast because I was fasting because I had to have a scope today, which is why you might have noticed when I said we, it was a little lower intensity, and you might have noticed my just out of bed sexy voice. I got a scope, endoscopy. They put a camera down my throat. I was under anesthesia earlier today. So if I mess up a few names, be chill about it. And now I'm back. That's my day. Podcast. Friggin' minor procedure. And now I'm back. Do I feel better? Not yet, but they prescribed me drugs I like. The main theory on the podcast comments is Jesse had a hangover. I don't know if Jesse's ever had a hangover. I'll let Jesse handle that one. No. Don't do that. Don't play that game. Falls Luck, welcome to SDP VIP ad free. Torinira, Steve rocking the boo-boo brace. You know what? I'm just going to put it back on because this hurts. Heather the Avs fan sent 10 SDPN memberships. Merci beaucoup. You must be in a good mood there, Heather. Hey, what do the Avalanche and the Leafs have in common? Neither has lost a playoff game this year. What up? Damn you, Chakinator. Ryan Miller, you silver fox. He's hitting the drum. Your timing sucks, Ryan. Oh, it's the speakers being delayed. That makes sense. Because there was also a drum strike that was not there. Alex Lyon, 4-1 in these playoffs with a .950 save percentage. Gosh darn near unbeatable. Jakub Dobish, somehow 4-4 with a .910. That number went way down after game one. Steve Dangle, SDPN YouTube channel. Game 2, Montreal, Buffalo. Puck is dropped. Habs win that draw. Carrier gets it down the ice. We're going to be doing trivia at second intermission, by the way. A lot of fun. Battle in the neutral zone. Oh, my gosh. Bodies collide. Cole Caulfield went full bowling ball. I don't know how it happened. Suzuki cycles it. Oh, that wasn't Suzuki. That was Carrier. See, told you I'm going to mess up a few names tonight. Slafkovsky battling for it. Caulfield battling for it. Caulfield, Suzuki, and Slafkovsky. Caulfield and Slafkovsky especially have not got it done at 5-on-5, not just in game one, but in these playoffs as a whole. They have to get it done if Montreal's going to have a chance at this thing. Tage Thompson, his first shift of the game, dumps it. Thompson and Tuck, by the way, combined for no points, one shot and one hit, and the Sabres still dominated Montreal. It's a scary thought. Thompson fighting off Hudson. These Sabres are big, man. Hudson going into a battle with Thompson, and Thompson wipes him out. But it's Krebs. Oh, turned over by Krebs. Great play by Evans. Evans to the point. Hudson, cross ice, shot, and they score! The Montreal Canadiens open the scoring. Barely over 90 seconds in. It's Alex Newhook. And this is a new game. Montreal dominated in game one, off to a roaring start in game two. And if I had to guess in this game, it's going to be a light whistle. How did this go in? Oh, it's a deflection from Newhook. That's why I was so confused on the goal call. I'm like, why is the camera on Newhook? It was a deflection. First shot of the game goes in for Montreal. Also, what? It's no, Drew didn't like my Newhook, new goal, new game pun. You're lucky you got a pun at all. You shut your face. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Here comes Buffalo. McLeod can't go cross ice. Those are the Habs I remember from the Tampa series, batting away east-west passes in their own end. Jacques Bisson sent one SDPN membership. Merci beaucoup, Jacques. Had my surgery today, home in time for the stream. LFG, says Butcher. A healthy recovery for you, sir. Connor Timmons, up the ice and dumped. Newhook's first goal since he finished off the Tampa Bay Lightning. Bolduc, cross ice for Joe Veleno. Oh, Veleno smushed. Habs keep it, though. Jack-Eye, he's going to shoot. He does, and that's blocked. One thing about about Arbor Jack-Eye, he gets the puck in open ice, he's shooting. And he's got a cannon. Dobish tried to settle it for Carrier. Didn't really help. Malenstein in there, 1-on-3. Habs come out with it. Veleno. I like Kevin Bieksa during the pregame. He said, Ivan Demidov, score a goal. Anything. I think he's played well. He's got to score. Rebound! Dobish with the initial save. Somehow clear. Buffalo. Incredible chance there. No idea how that. Oh, what a move! Benson! That goes, into the corner. Holy cow, I can't keep up with the pace of the game. Habs clear it. Suzuki leaves it for Hudson. Hudson shoots. Almost picks the corner on Lyon. Caulfield. Dobson. Hudson. Caulfield's got to get rid of this. Oh, the Sabre, you don't realize how big they are. Slafkovsky, pretty big himself. To Caulfield. Can't get that between his legs. Why get excited for Jack-Eye shots? They're always wide. How dare you? Caulfield into the chest of Lyon. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Torinera, I want the Sabres to win for the 80s Adams Division run potential. Boston, Montreal, Carolina as the Whalers, and Colorado as the Nordiques. That's sicko stuff. And I like that. 15:41 to go in the first. Danault against Tuck. Danault wins it. Matheson into the glove of Lyon. We'll get another draw. You better savor this stream. If you're like, you know what? I don't mind, Steve, but I don't care for the yelling. You're just getting sexy crooner all day today. Oh, Steve, have a lozenge. I can't. Can't have anything. Ow. Danault wins that draw. Matheson on. He scores. Bar down. Ew. Mike Matheson. Uh-oh. Not even 5 minutes into this thing. Not even 4.5 minutes into this thing. The Montreal Canadiens match their goal total from game one. Oh my gosh, what a shot. Kadoink in. Yuck. And the Habs lead 2-0. Jacques Bisson sent other SDPN membership. Merci beaucoup, Jacques. Wow, wow, wow. Last playoff goal for Matheson, May 9th, 2022, says the broadcast. If Lyon lets one more in before the 10-minute mark, does he get pulled? It was not it was a really well-placed shot, but it was from forever away. It wasn't particularly hard. It was accurate. It was seeing eye. Yeah, Drew, you might be onto something. Doesn't matter if he's got a 950. I mean, Wallstedt was great and had one bad game against Colorado, and they pulled him. It's the playoffs. Oh, and let's not forget, Lyon took over from Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. It's interesting. If you're going to play that card, it might as well be at home. Sabres barely hold the zone. They're looking to get on the board here. And they might want to do it toot sweet. Oh my gosh. Tage Thompson throwing the body around against Matheson. Your goal scorer almost turns it over up the ice. That goes, that hits a Sabres player on the bench. Skadeen sent 10 SDPN memberships. Merci beaucoup. Formidable. Matheson is so much better with Dobson. It's crazy, says Daniel D. Habs fans were all over Matheson because he made a few bad plays. I want to say early in round one. I thought he was a great player. He was all over Kucherov, and that's not an easy assignment at all. 14-19 to go in the first. Oh. They had the camera on Martin St. Louis with gameplay for like 3 seconds. Suzuki battling with Josh Norris. Slavkovsky in there too. Caulfield. He's got to activate. Although it is 2-0. Oh, Sabres almost take a delay of game penalty. Lane Hudson breaking out. Passes it. Intercepted. Here comes Josh Norris. Benson barely onside. Sabres love a good bang and crash. Norris to the point. Samuelson. Dahlin. That's wide. The rebound. Whoa. Dobson clears it. Slav tips that. This might be a break for Nick Suzuki. Into the glove of Alex Lyon. Drew, you almost got your wish there, bud. Spetro. Thoughts on the Leafs taking Stenberg over McKenna? Stenberg's going to be an incredible player. I texted Scott Wheeler today. I need to speak to some draft experts, but I haven't seen anyone really that seems to think Stenberg is the guy over McKenna. In fact, one mock draft I saw on NHL.com has Stenberg as the third, not pick, forward to be drafted. McKenna Stenberg, or rather McKenna Caleb Malhotra, who's incredible, and Ever Stenberg. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. By the way, so there's an article that just went up. I did an interview with Michael Tracos of the Hockey News about the Leafs aren't in the playoffs, so I'm streaming Habs games. But I'm pretty certain. I was like, yeah, I'm not like cheering for them. I'm just trying to be an entertainer for the Habs, which are the Habs fans rather, which are a large fan base within our fan base. But Sabres fans, I want you to enjoy this too. I want to call the games, no one posted any of my reactions to Tampa goals, which I thought were also pretty big, or the Sabres goals, which I thought were also pretty big. So I did this interview about how we're adapting as a company that usually streams Leafs games. Here's the tweet. For 82 games this season, Steve Dangle Glenn lived, breathed, and screamed in anger along with Toronto Maple Leafs fans. But for now, Steve Dangle is a temporary Habs fan. Haven't even clicked the link and it's wrong. What are you doing? Oh, well. Poland needs to beat Lithuania in regulation at home to get promoted to World's Elite. Lost 2-1 in OT. We're still in hockey purgatory. Press F for me. Sorry, bud. Steve, get some popsicles for the throat. Always help me after scopes. That's such a good idea, Denise. Uh-oh. Alex Tuck. He's got a lane. He whiffs on the shot. He had Arbor Jackeye on him. That's a good back check there by Jackeye. Veleno plays it back to Gooley. Gooley hard around for Jackeye. Maybe this is just my new life, where I just have sexy, crooning Michael Bublé voice. I'll ask him for tips. Tuck almost gets it to Tage Thompson. Jackeye doesn't have a stick. It broke in several pieces. Habs, get out of danger. Send it down the ice, and Joe Veleno's going to try to beat this, and he's going to. Lyon has to chop it. That's why Joe Veleno's in the lineup. Wheels. Oops. Bad pass from Matheson, and that's going to be a penalty for sure. That's a trip on Carrier. Might have saved a goal. And Buffalo with a chance to get on the board. I was going to say early, but they're already down 2-0. Fred Estes said, thanks for being Habs' lucky charm since 2021. You know what? The Habs have not lost a single playoff game. Heading into this playoff, they hadn't lost a single playoff game in many years with me streaming games. 2022, they didn't lose a single one. 2023, they didn't lose a single one. 2024, they didn't lose a single one. 2025, they didn't lose a single one. I mean, you're welcome. Jake Evans wins that draw in his own end. New hook down the ice. Perfectly into the corner. Lyon can't even play it. Hello, Scott Dreger. Daniel, you were saying about Matheson? Yeah, my bad. See, you were right, though. He wasn't with Dobson. He was with Carrier. Now here comes Matheson, the hero. Sends it in. He shoots at Lyon. It's funny. Montreal's penalty kill, I remember being such a catalyst in the Tampa series. They're at 78.1%, which is not great. Dano. Oh! Fortuitous bounce for Buffalo. In to the glove of Jakub Dobish. And we get a little rough stuff after the whistle, but not too much. Yeah, Deneau tried to play that low, and it went off of, was it Thompson's skate? Josh Doan fires it into the glove of Jakub Dobeš. Habs are 3-0 in Game 7 since 2011. This is Michael Braskin. Well, I know they lost in Game 7 in 2011. So I guess that's why you meant since. Dahlin down low. In front. Oh, airmailed by Zucker. That was a great chance. Dahlin. Cross ice. One timer from Tuck. Goes out of play with 50 seconds to go in the power play for the Sabres. 11:15 to go in the first. Will Toronto dump Carlo and Riley in the summer? I think they're going to be pretty active. I almost wonder if they find a way to keep Carlo. He's at the bottom of his value. Denise Campbell, with all I've been through medical-wise, I know the tips and tricks. Well, I appreciate it. Face off in the Habs zone. Scrum. Hudson gets it around, and the Habs get it out. 40 seconds. Dahlin plays it back to Josh Norris. Norris gains the zone, is stripped by Josh Anderson, and it's sent down the ice. Insider J Money, whose team is down 3-0, says, honestly, the Habs are the worst team in round 2. Are you sure about that? Sabres play it back to Tage Thompson. Cross ice to Tuck. Shoots and stopped by Jakub Dobeš. 10:34 to go in the first. 8 seconds to go in this power play. Daniel, biggest improvement Dobeš has had this season is learning how to not get rattled after a subpar game. The new goalie coach deserves a raise. Man, the old noggin is so important for goalies. What are the odds Cheka tries to overthink the draft to prove he's the smartest in the room and not take Gavin at 1? Greater than 0. Dunno. Taking on Ryan McLeod here. And Montreal wins that back. Dunno. I'm surprised they're not. Oh, he puts it into the bench. Surprised he didn't just send that down the ice. So Carey is the one coming out of the box here. So the stat on the screen for the broadcast, Dobeš after a loss is 3-0 with a 942, which is, I asked our statistician, good. Scrum draw. Montreal comes up with it. Carrier out of the box. Thought about joining the rush. He heads off as the Habs dump it. Sabres attack 4 wide. Jack Quinn blocked. Slavkovsky gains center, dumps it. Almost swatted away there by Samuelson. Slavkovsky bodies Byram. Oh, Suzuki is blocked. That was a great diving block by the Sabres. Lane Hudson. Habs re-rack here. Sabres clogging up the neutral zone, and it works. Josh Doan, here he comes. He's got guys in front. Can't get either of them the puck. Benson. Wow. Chris Cuthbert says Benson's been credited with 4 hits so far tonight. Here he is. Benson in front. Oh, that just sails wide. Suzuki, cross ice, Jack Eye. Suzuki. Oh, Dobeš getting into it with Benson. Play's still going, by the way. 9:10 to go in the first. Hudson fakes the breakout pass and then blows the pass to Newhook and turns it over in the neutral zone. Hudson after it. Watching Hudson and Tage Thompson looks ridiculous. Habs can't clear. That's a turnover from Demidov. New hook. Again, bobbling the puck. Holy smokes, get rid of the thing. Dahlin walking the blue line. Strength along the blue line. Samuelsson. Shot. That's stopped. Rebound. Swatted away. Samuelsson gets it back. Sabres running the show a little bit here. Tage Thompson gives it up, and this is a 2-on-1 for Montreal. It's Lane Hudson and Jake Evans. Evans can't get that pass across to Lane Hudson. Oh, but this is a penalty coming. It's either Thompson or Dahlin for tripping. Sabres trying to even it up. Oh, Thompson with a healthy punch to Kirby Dach. Thompson and Samuelsson kind of 2-on-1ing Bolduc there. Daniel, NHL sabotage Caulfield with no Saturday games. Honestly, there might be something to that. We're going to commercial break. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Skadine. Also, I have to say, seeing Ryan Miller so old reminds me that I'm following your stuff for 15 years already. Okay. That hurts my feelings. Someone sent me the LFR video that I made the day Gavin McKenna was born. Because I started making LFR videos 2 months before Gavin McKenna was born. They lost. They did. They lost. Yeah. To Tampa, I think. Intermission content. Gavin LFR. Oh. No. Because I haven't seen it. Hockey, your stream, Jay's tempo. So much on now. Oh, yeah, there is. They lost the Leafs? I know. How old is Steve? Plenty of grays. No shame in them. I am 38 years ancient. I try to explain to people older than me when I talk to them about like what I do. I was like, okay, I'm 38, which you think is young, but I am internet 75. And they think about it for a second and they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. That makes sense. Jari Pessonen. If Canes sweep and this series goes to 7, Canes get 2-week break between this series. That's mad. No, they don't. Oh, yeah, this is game 2. Oh, baby. So it is Dahlin in the box for Buffalo. Montreal, with 8:13 to go in the first, has a chance to take a 3-goal lead here. Hudson, as the Habs win that draw. Moving it around well. Demidov, Hudson, Suzuki being chased back to Demidov. Suzuki. Down low to Slav. Didn't like what he had. Suzuki being chased. He's going to lose the zone. No, he doesn't. But the Sabres still can't clear. Caulfield shoots into the glove of Alex Lyon. 7:43. That was a crazy effort by Suzuki. Twice. That's the kind of thing he's been doing all playoff. Like, that's why you look at his point total and you go, why isn't he getting the same criticism as like Caulfield or Slav? And he's doing so much. He's everywhere. Suzuki on the draw. Who's he against there? Kozak wins it, and the Sabres clear it. Dobish plays it to Hudson. Carrier. Nope, sorry, Suzuki. Hudson. Caulfield. Hudson. Caulfield down low. Suzuki. Suzuki in front. Almost finds Slav. Hudson holds the line. Demidov. Down low to Slav. Cross ice to Caulfield. Hudson wires that into the glove of Lyon. 45 seconds to go in this Montreal Canadiens power play. Big kill here for the Buffalo Sabres. Malenstein with a diving attempt at a block. If he actually blocks that, probably breaks his toe. Newhook on the draw. Texier plays it back to Dobson. One-timer. Stopped by Lyon. That was Bolduc on the one-timer. Doc plays it to Benson accidentally, and Benson's going to take it for a little skate. He fires that wide. Benson, great job in the kill here, but here comes Newhook. Here comes Newhook. Oh, just swatted away there by Connor Timmins. Big hit. Texier. Oh, Dobson, 5 seconds to go here. Texier, Dobson, on, blocked, rebound. Sabres have killed it off. Habs still have it. Texier. Oh! That's at the side of the net. It's in the corner now. Texier. Dobson. Cross ice. Matheson has it skip over his stick, and the Habs lose the zone after a really good possession for them, even after the power play. Philip Dano. Josh Anderson has power on him. Anderson. One-timer from the point. That goes wide. Tuck is running too hard there by Anderson. Veleno. Anderson! Can't get that shot off properly. It goes wide. Veleno. Dano. Matheson. Are these the same Habs? You probably heard me talk about it on the podcast earlier today. Like, this kind of performance after game one just did not seem feasible. Battle in the corner, comes loose, power, plays it around. Oh, it gets lost in the linesman's skates. Habs have it in front. Oh, man, if the Habs score here, but they don't. Knocked down. Here come the Sabres. This might be icing, though. It's not. 4:40 to go in the first. Matheson. Caulfield. Can't handle that pass properly. Sabres can't handle that pass properly. Slavkovsky plays it deep. Stanley. Almost a 2-on-1 for Buffalo. Hudson at center dumps it. Lyon. Leaves it for McLeod. McLeod tried to go for the break there. It didn't quite work. Hudson. Cross ice. Suzuki, what a move on McLeod. Passes it. Slavkovsky fans on the shot. He gets it back, though, in front. Caulfield can't get the shot off. Good stick. On from Gooley. That almost handcuffed Lyon. I cannot believe this is the same Habs team. Oh, Hudson with a great play at the blue line, but he can't keep it alive, and this is a 3-on-2 for Buffalo. Jack Wynn. He airmails it. That was a great opportunity. 3:33 to go in the first. Hudson. Behind his own net. That young man is playing a lot. Demidov through the neutral zone. Chips it in for himself, but Norris swats him away. This isn't the regular season, bud. They ain't calling that. Josh Doan, another three. It's offside against Buffalo. Oh, Josh Doan saying, come on. Oh, Jack Quinn did not miss by much. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. I sort of said this on the podcast today. I would love to know where Jack Quinn ranks in terms of shot attempts per 60 in the NHL. My guess is it's high. That kid loves to rip the puck. Daniel D, the Habs don't seek the cup, but chaos plus confusion. Well, believe it or not, that's often a very good recipe for the cup. What's this, Drew? The vibes are unreal. After defeating Japan, Ukraine still needed Lithuania to at least force overtime against Poland to help them gain promotion to the top division for the first time since 2007. Lithuania took it a step further and stunned Poland in regulation, and Ukraine celebrated with them after the game. That's actually crazy. That is an amazing video. Can we use that? Probably not, right? Also, it's gonna make her friend sad. Drew, Gronk with a Buffalo Sabres jersey. Is he joining the Bills? I don't care that he's from Buffalo. Is he joining the Bills? Drew said something not nice. New Hook versus Kozak just outside the Hab zone. Sabres come up with it. Power. Across to Byram. Shoots. That's well wide. Hab stick checks are working overtime tonight. And you shouldn't park the bus in the first bloody period, but if you watched the Habs Lightning series, they will try. But here comes Jordan Greenway. Shots! Dobish stopped it, but there is a rebound. Greenway finds the puck again. Stolen by Jackeye. That is given away. Byram down low into the corner. Greenway, body by Jackeye. Gets the puck back. Jackeye sends it all the way down the ice. Probably icing. It is. Oh, Jackeye gets right in Greenway's face. Listen, I know Arbor Jackeye is a player with limits. That guy is not afraid of anything, anyone, anytime. Like, you probably need players with better skill sets, but he's got a crazy mentality. Sabres win the ozone draw, but play it too far back. Samuelson through the neutral zone. Again, the Habs, I'm telling you, Anderson hard around for Texier. It gets to him. Texier, oh, he had a man. Dano in front for Anderson, who deflects it, but wide. Tuck chasing this puck down. Carrier swats it away. What a great trade from the Montreal Canadiens. Here come the Habs, 3 wide, and they're offside. Habs on man rush. They flub it, which feels like I've said that at least a few times every game we've streamed. I think the Montreal Canadiens are really well coached. I do, but they do lack a little bit of that top end game breaking up front. especially in the playoffs. Like, oh, Caulfield had 50 goals. All right. What about now? Slav, he was incredible in game 1 of the playoffs. Where's that guy been? I'm sure he's playing hurt. Demidov's going to come into his own. Hage is going to obviously join the lineup, come into his own. Who knows what Jerkovsky's going to be? Jerkovsky? I'm not sure. Starts with a Z. Here come the Sabres. Oh, they got to be offside. Blocked. Stanley, holy crap. That was almost 96 miles an hour. Puck goes out of play. 109 to go in the first. That was Carrier with a nasty block. Alex Carrier. Oh my God. I thought it was a draft pick. Carrier was traded straight up for Justin Barron. First round pick in 2020 from the Avalanche. What oh, the Arturi Lehkonen trade. Who is that, Drew? Mikko? Mikko? Sabres get out of their zone. Good stick. On, swatted away, and Caulfield starts the breakout. Suzuki into the corner to retrieve it. Slav. Caulfield tries to get it to the point. Doesn't work. Slav. Oh. It's got Benson all over him. Stick handles in a phone booth. What a puck battle. Sabres come out with it, though. And here they come. Josh Stone, what a move. What a stick. That's going to be the theme. Sabres fans, I know what the Sabres are capable of, especially offensively. But this is going to be a frustrating road back. And is Zach Benson going to the box for a high stick? Uh-oh. Oh, it's Doan? On Dobson? He signaled high stick, didn't he? Oh, it's interference on Dobson. Oh, I was wondering. Oh, Dobson went down weird. Is he okay? He got up okay. Yeah, I don't know, Drew. It's a penalty. It's definitely a penalty. Josh Stone's showing his youth here. That's his second penalty of the game, I think. I know he complained about the offside too. Habs 0 for 1, but 4 shots. Only seconds left in the period. Can they make it 3-0 before intermission? Demidov, Caulfield. Oh my goodness. Stop by Lyon. That puck was alive the whole time. And they're calling for a whistle, or rather a face-off. Oh, Lyon's mask came off. I wonder if they're going to put time back on the clock. Daniel D. Habs play like they have EA NHL skill stick. That's how I play NHL. Because I suck. I can't do all the high-end stuff. So I just stick check all the time. And then when they nerfed stick checking, it made life hard. Dunno. Going to try to win this back to Caulfield. Oh! I can't believe they got a shot off there. It was Lane Hudson, but stopped by Alex Lyon. And when the second period begins, Montreal is going to have a power play and a 2-0 lead. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Drew, calling for me out in the night. Why did they choose to start playing this song, these playoffs? It's so good. I hear you calling. This is one of my goal songs at Beer League. What do you mean? Of course it is. Shut up, Drew. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one. And what's the other one? Oh, Ellen. Na, 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 na. NHL soundtrack. Oh, Stacy's mom. I should ask for Stacy's mom. I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Drew, what's the clip? My choice. Okay, so it's us talking about the report surrounding Austin Matthews. Can the Hurricanes be beat? Ooh. Ooh. You know what? We're going Matthews because everyone, it is Gob. Thank you. Everyone who doubted Chris Johnston, the Chris Johnston, how dare you?
And earlier this week, Chris Johnson posted an article about the fact that Austin Matthews hasn't made up his mind yet on whether he's going to come back, and followed it up and confirmed that even after getting the first overall pick, that hasn't changed. And who else backed him up was Elliot Friedman. Now, you've had other people in the sport say, well, I talked to so-and-so and they think this and whatever. And I know it wasn't what Leaf fans wanted to hear. But you've got the two top insiders in the game telling you Austin Matthews hasn't made up his mind yet. And we had a report a couple of days ago, or was it yesterday? I can't even tell anymore. I don't know what day it is. That John Chayka and Austin Matthews are due to meet sometime, I think, in the next week in Arizona, right, where Austin spends his off seasons. You know, I understand the negative reaction in the sense that you don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear that their best player hasn't made up their mind on coming back. But I think whether or not you want to hear it, you need to, because the Toronto Maple Leafs are facing a definitive fork in the road here. And they need to get real clarity on this very, very quickly. Everything they do in the next 8 weeks is going to determine, I think, the next half decade. Because if Austin is saying to them, okay, well, because this is what Fried said, this is what CJ said. They're literally telling you what Austin's camp, I think, wants, which is, okay, we want to see a plan, but then we want to see you execute that plan. And if the Leafs have a plan and they execute that plan, and it's not to Austin Matthews' satisfaction, he can still say, yeah, I don't want to play for you next year. And people are going, well, he's under contract and he's got a no trade and whatever. I don't know if people are new at this or whatever, but there are plenty of players with no trades that request trades and get them granted. Plenty.
You can also
I know,
no,
again, nobody wants to hear that because I don't want to hear it either. I don't want us to be in the position that we're in. But the fact of the matter with the organization is that it fell significantly this year. And I don't know if that's totally sunk into people yet. Without this McKenna pick, Steve, they were facing a pretty bleak next 24 months, I think.
Oh, there's a reason I posted that clip of me going, boys were fucked. But okay, here's a way to look at this that I don't think anyone has really done. Let's say Matthews asks out.
Yeah.
That's actually better than the Marner situation. The Marner situation was Mitch, we're trading you. And he goes, no. And they go, what? And he goes, yeah, like I negotiated it in my deal so that I couldn't be traded. I'm going to have a child very soon. I don't want to be traded. It's my negotiated right to not be traded. I don't want to be traded. And they go, oh. What about now? Still no. And then guess what you get for him? Nick Waugh, and you were lucky to get that.
Mm-hmm.
Because what Vegas could have done is just given you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You were lucky to even get that, and then you parlayed Nick Waugh. If a player asks out, you're probably going to get more than Nick Waugh. Right? Mm-hmm. That's good. Now, you know what would be better? Is if a really, really, really good player who is also your captain, who is also the greatest goal scorer in franchise history, just wanted to stay. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
I'd prefer that. I think a lot of emotions are really raw and fresh. And I think we all need to take a beat here. I know the offseason is coming up and we don't actually have much time, but we need to take a beat. So there's something that I said, and then Adam, you backed it up, and you and I have different sources on this. But I said there are general managers in the NHL who will not take John Chayka's phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that opinion of him, that negative opinion of him, isn't just the media. It's not just Steve Simmons. It permeates. It's general managers. It's agents. It's players. Matthews has probably heard a lot of really negative things. And that's got him thinking about the future. But I said there are GMs in the NHL who won't trade with this player. You said that also. I believe it to be true. And I was thinking about it. That's really stupid.
It's extremely stupid. And by the way, if Matthews is available, everybody's picking up the phone. So I don't know what they're fucking going on about. That's the caveat, right? Like, if you, I want to trade a 3rd-round pick for Matias Maccelli, I'm not picking up John Chayka's call.
Yeah.
If Austin Matthews is on the table, they're picking up the call. Of course they're picking up the call.
Adam, you're better at negotiating than I am. Someone calls you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not advantage you?
Yes. Always.
So there's only 32 GMs. One of them calls you and you're not answering the phone because you think he's a prick? What do you make millions of dollars for?
Yep.
Yeah, you're not doing your job, right? So this is all the conversations I expanding a little bit from what you were talking about, but people hate this Chayka guy. I am not totally stoked that he's the guy who was picked. But alas, he's the guy who was picked. He was somewhat charming, although elusive, at his press conference. That video of him celebrating the 1st overall pick, I was like, well, that's, at minimum, that's a passion haver.
And yeah, the guy
right?
grew up a Leaf fan.
Yeah.
I'll take that. And we said it on Monday's show or Tuesday's show, whenever we broke down the press conference. We're open to this. We're rooting for him.
Yes.
We want him to do well.
But there are GMs who behind the scenes are like, I will not take his call. And you're admitting that out loud and proud of it? Or is that just macho posturing?
I think it's macho posturing.
Well, he was mean to a friend. Like, it's one thing if Paul Bissonnette, and like this, I completely understand. It's one thing if Paul Bissonnette is like, you did something shitty to Shane Doan, and that's my friend, so F you.
Yeah, I get that.
That's really easy to understand, but like, Biz doesn't have to negotiate with him. Biz isn't trying to assemble a Stanley Cup winning team. He's doing what you and I are doing. He's just bullshitting, right? And if that's not his guy, that's not his guy, and that's fine. But if you're a GM in the NHL, it's your job to make your team better. And if the new guy is calling you with something he wants to do that could potentially make your team better, why on earth would you not answer the phone? Add to that, if it's Austin Matthews, you have made a liar out of yourself.
Yeah.
It's Austin Matthews. I don't know if there's probably not a ton of teams that could fit necessarily a $13.25 million player.
There's Steve, every team can fit that player.
Exactly.
Every team. The cap is exploding.
All 31 other teams are taking that phone call.
Yeah, you'll find a way, and the cap's going up.
Have you lost your mind?
Yeah.
Right? So, like, listen, I'm not trying to trade this guy. I don't want to trade this guy. I don't think a full-blown rebuild is the way to go because you really got to thread a needle here. You have unprotected first that you've given up in the conference for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
That's not exactly when you should be trading your number one center.
Right. It's better if you keep the generational goal scorer, is what you're saying. What a take.
Yeah. I know. Isn't
and
that
everybody
nuts?
wants him to stay. Everybody wants him to stay.
Yeah, like this. Like if you were to trade him, you need significant pieces that help you now,
Mhm.
as well as moving forward. Like,
Mhm.
again, you have to protect yourself. You don't have your first for the next 2 years.
Mhm.
2 years. And asking Gavin McKenna to step in and be a savior immediately is unreasonable. Even when Matthews scored 40 goals his rookie year, he did most of it as the third line center.
Yeah.
With
Yep.
Hyman and Nylander, an all rookie line. Teams with an all rookie line generally don't get into the playoffs, right? Like,
No.
we need to appreciate how special 2017 was. But there's so... Listen, we always make fun of the "I just got here" thing.
Mhm.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot being speculated, and I'm just like, how could you possibly know that? Berube staying or going? How could
Well,
you
I think
possibly know
that's-
that?
I feel
Like-
like that's got to be coming from not the Leafs.
Yes.
'Cause, like,
Now,
Because I don't think the Leafs are saying, I don't think the Leafs are telegraphing to anybody
Yeah.
that what they're going to do. I genuinely don't think John Chayka and Matt Sundin know. I think they are legitimately open
Yeah.
to him staying, should they hear what they want to hear. But I think they're also legitimately open to him
Yeah.
going. And so that, to me, when because I've heard LeBrun and Drager say it, and I'm not doubting their sources at all. They're both extraordinarily connected people within the hockey circles. But, like, to me, that strikes me as somebody that's not a Leaf. That's somebody in the Berube camp.
no. And now let me be biased here. Anyone doubting CJ's reporting on the Matthews thing is cataclysmic cope. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. I was gifted this. Says a large farva. I didn't order a large farva. I ordered a gosh darn liter of cola. Liter of cola. Do we have liter of cola? They're making a third one? I probably don't anymore, but there was a time I knew Super Troopers by heart. Oh, I'll go see the third one. I don't care. Liter of cola. It's for a cop. Ursula. Song choices in NHL games will always confuse me. Habs and Isles both play Katyusha, which is a USSR marching song, and Bella Ciao, Italian rebel song. Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. Yeah, but no one knows that. Jose. Drew's just saying Super Troopers lines in my headset. Jose, here for the chaos. Love it. Chayka's reputation is basically mayor of Icetown Ben Wyatt from Parks and Rec. See. Oh, there it is. That I need to look up. I believe you. Because that's actually not the first time I've seen that reference. I had an iPod Touch, and I had Super Bad and Super Troopers and a couple episodes of South Park on it. And that's all I could fit. Drew goes, give me a pie, apple. You want me to hold the spit? You boys like Mexico? Oh my God. Isn't the guy who eats all the mushrooms at the beginning of the movie, isn't he married to someone and it's completely ridiculous? This like bit character from a summer comedy movie is married to the here, wait. IMDb. It's someone like shocking. IMDb. Super Troopers. Somehow, by the way, little known fact, no Oscars. It should have won 16. It should have won 69. Jeffrey Arend is the guy's name. Arend? Oh my. No. Yeah, his wife is Christina Hendricks. Like from Mad Men. Oh, Christina Hendricks files for divorce. When was this? When was this? 10 years of marriage. Oh, this happened 6 years ago. Never mind. 7 years ago. I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken for them. Steve, can I make a request? I would absolutely love if you can find a way to have more collabs with the hockey guy. We love him. Absolutely. Here's the problem. And I need you to listen to me right now. There's only 24 hours in a day. Right now there is. But in the future, there might be more than 24 hours, but not meow. We want to have more cool people like the hockey guy on. Maybe meow's the time. Get Shannon on the payroll. Brother, I do not think we can afford him. As someone who gets the amount of views that I do, and I know how much money I make on those views, Shannon gets a lot more. And I don't think we can afford him. Not meow. Not the way our pocketbook's looking. Face off. Sorry, Drew. Did you need me to clap for that one? Habs begin the second period up 2-0, up 13-8 in shots, and on the power play. They got a minute 35 to work here. Suzuki, great zone entry. Demidov gets that cross ice. Demidov, wide open for Slav. Why are you passing that? Demidov somehow gets it through. Oh boy. Demidov's down, and it looks like Malenstein is fighting off a hand injury, and he doesn't have a glove. He's No, I think he's saying he got hurt too. I know he's protecting his hand. Hudson. Oh my God, if he blocks a shot with this thing. Suzuki. Under a minute. Oh, Hudson. That's blocked by Samuelson. Hard shot. Hudson. Slaff. Malenstein helps break that up. Habs get it back. Suzuki. Hudson. 35 seconds. Suzuki. Bulduk. Demidov, I believe, is the Habs player who went off hurt. Suzuki. Hudson. Suzuki. Shot is blocked. It's in the corner. Suzuki. Back to Hudson, who receives it on his backhand. To Slavkovsky. Leaves it for Caulfield, and it's read by Beck Malenstein, who has one glove, and he heads off the ice. But here come the Habs. Final seconds of this power play. Uri Slavkovsky in front. That is not redirected properly. Sabres clear the zone, and they kill this one off. Now they got whoa! Dobish covers that up. Demidov has gone to the dressing room. And now Montreal after failing to get a 3-0 lead, will try to oh my God. Demidov got absolutely obliterated by Greenway, but then what happened to Malenstein? Oh, I think Demidov hit him in the hand with his skate. Well, he stayed on the ice, so he couldn't have been sliced. He probably thought he was, though. Maybe he cut. Days will be 25 hours in about 200 million years because of the moon. Oh, but not meow. Got it. Tage Thompson, stripped by Matheson, gets it back. Owen Power jumping up. Tuck. Oh my goodness, are they calling that? You call them both. Oh boy. Sabres are about to go on the power play, and Thompson sold this like a used car. Darlene. Where do you see the replay? Tuck. This is basically a power play. On. Stopped. There's a rebound. Habs get to it. 17-17 to go in the second. Make a wish. Buffalo gets a power play. Carrier going to the box for the second time tonight. And Sabres will have a chance to go on the board. Watch. No, you know what? Nope. He didn't sell it. That got caught in his hand. I rescind. It looked like he grabbed it and went down with it. I rescind. Why is noted dog guy Steve Anthony Dangle, that is not my middle name, playing the Kate game on stream? I don't know what that is. Can we get a crowd fund going to convince Danhausen to uncurse the Leafs? Now you're speaking my language. Habs win that back to start this penalty kill, and they send it down the ice. The Sabres need to get on the board to cut this Habs lead in half. And they're on the power play. So maybe the time to get on the board is meow. Oh, Sabres just hold the line. Doan. Oh, baby, if they score here. McLeod. Byram. Second unit here. Byram. Down low. McLeod. Shot. Oh! And Jack Quinn's stick just shatters. And now this is going to be a breakaway for a slowed down Jake Evans. Shot! Stopped by Lyon. Demidov is returned to the bench. Here comes Benson. Into the feet of his teammate, Tage Thompson. Here's that top unit, Thompson. Tuck. Literally every time with Matheson Carrier. You're on to something. Darlene passes. Shot by Norris. Stop. Rebound. Oh, if Thompson receives that pass, it's a gimme. Darlene, cross ice. Stopped by Dobish with 37 seconds to go in this Buffalo Sabres PP. Oh, what are the odds? So Jake Evans was about to be sprung on a breakaway. The puck is airmailed. It's flipping through the air. When it hits the ice, it bounces backward into him instead of forward. That's a bad break. Tuck versus Danault here in the Habs zone. We got a broken stick here, and the Habs clear it because that's fortunate because it was one of theirs. Jack Quinn has now gone to the dressing room for the Buffalo Sabres. Darlene hands it off. Josh Norris. That pass doesn't connect, and it's sent down. Not the Kate game. It's the cart game, like from Super Trooper. I'm not sure what you mean. Hudson. Dobson is rocked by Zucker, but the Habs clear it, and now they have a chance here. Evans, pass, a shot, and a goal! Alex Newhook enters this game with 1 goal in these playoffs. He's got 2 tonight, and the Habs have 3. Earlier today on the podcast, I said I don't know how the Habs win game 2, and the Montreal Canadiens emphatically ask, how you like me, meow. Alex Newhook with his 2nd of the game. And Drew, I'm not going to lie, I think about pulling Lions still. Yeah. What's that? 3 goal? Yeah, just for momentum. Face off at center ice, Sabres win it. Like, how many shots is that? 14, 15? Steve, how much did the Leafs overpay Radish? Oh, here comes Kozak. Tries to center it. Well, what's the cap at, meow? Overpay him. Screw it. I'm in a better mood because they got 1st overall pick and probably McKenna. That's deflected wide of the Habs net. Byram. On. That goes wide. Habs clear it, and boy, oh boy. Oh, we got a whistle. Penalties coming. Jack-Eye and Benson. I take that trade. Skadane sent 10 SDPN memberships. Thank you, you beauty. When is Steve Alfredson Dangle going to stream RDR? No time soon, my friend. Oh, it's just Jack-Eye. 2-minute minor for slashing. He gets into the wrist of Greenway. Does he give him more than 1? Oh, he gives him oh boy. That's a lifetime achievement award there for Jack-Eye. He didn't deserve a slashing call for the slash that got him the slashing call, but he deserved a slashing call for the one that came before it. And that's not a smart penalty. Montreal looking good, feeling good, but now they got to kill this one. They send that down the ice after another faceoff win. This series is a gift for the Canes, says Austin Walker. Daniel D, are the Habs winning game 2 or just Newhook and Dobish? Doesn't matter. Habs, clear it out. Send it down the ice. Emo Jalapeno sent 5 SDPN memberships. You are the best, Emo Jalapeno. Then meow forever. Thompson. Tuck. Zucker. Tuck. Thompson. Tuck. Shot. Oh, tried to pick the corner. Where's that? Habs can't quite clear it. Darlene, great pass to Tuck. Tage Thompson. Darlene. Stop by Dobish. There's a rebound into the corner. 55 seconds for the Sabres still to work here. Their power play's been getting shots through, just not into the net. I think Darlene might have just hit the outside of the post there. Darlene fighting off Carrier. Sabres. Oh, they hold the zone. Zucker. Thompson loses it, and it's down the ice. 13 minutes to go in the second, and now 30 seconds to go in this power play. Thank you. 10 subs for 10 meows, says Justin Fisher. I never said meow. Thank you, Justin, for the 10 SDPN memberships. You beauty. Help me decide, sushi or shawarma. You want shawarma tonight. Sabres can't handle the pass. Boy, nothing going their way tonight. 5 seconds to go in this power play. Maybe they can gain the zone before the end of it, and they will. Byram. Jack-Eye back on the ice, playing the role of forward here. I'm thinking he should just get off while the Habs pin it to the boards. Jack Quinn back out there. I know that because he's cross-checking Caden Gooley, and Caden Gooley is cross-checking him right back. Habs clear it. Icing? Nope. Timmins battling Jackeye, the forward. Cross ice. Now he goes off. Suzuki around for Slav, who lets Caulfield get it. Suzuki. Almost. Is that interference? It is not. Slav. Slav is just bodied, but he gets the puck back. Stumbles. Gets it to the point. Carrier. You know what? That wasn't a great pass, but it might have prevented a odd man rush for the Sabres. Offside against Buffalo. The cardboard man says, go Habs go. Jean-Sebastien Roy says, go Habs go. Hey, Tony Dangle, get some of that ginger drink. I have a chamomile tea and honey. Steve, smoked meat sandwiches or buffalo wings? With respect. Drew said smoked meat is disgusting. Okay. A lot of Quebecois staples are lots of places try to do them and they stink. There's some really good poutine in this country. A lot of it sucks. There's some really good smoked meat in this country. A lot of it sucks. Wings, kind of hard to screw up. So I go wings. Sandwiches are better with toppings? Like what do you mean? Lettuce, tomato. Oh, so like right. Yeah, no, you gotta zhuzh it up a little bit. I know what you mean. Jean-Sebastien Roy says, go Habs, go again. Is Tage's dad's name Thump? Pronounce Thump. Thump Thompson? What's wrong with you? What choice with that first pick would make you more furious with the new management team? Third rank or lower, not McKenna. I mean, pretty much anyone not named McKenna without a really, really, really good explanation and also it working out. Chloe, when do we have a conversation that most of Jackie's penalties are called because of his name? He gets so many soft calls that I see go undetected with other teams. There's some validity to what you're saying, Chloe, but they let that slash to the wrist of Greenway go. Here's the thing. If you're going to let that go and then call the love tap in the back, like that's confusing for all involved. Like you told Jackeye that was okay by not calling him. And then he gives Greenway a little love tap. And you call it like you told him the standard though. Thompson along the half wall. He's got Suzuki all over him. Thompson swatted away by Dobish. He hands it off. Tage Thompson's dad played 6 years in the NHL. I did not know that, honestly. Tuck. Quick, name every Thompson from the NHL. Name every Thompson ever. Anderson. Battling McLeod. Tuck plays it back to Power. Back to Tuck. Sabres getting some ozone time here. Nothing too dangerous getting through. Matheson knocked to the ice by Thompson. Krebs. Samuelson is picked off, and Suzuki, he couldn't get up for the breakaway, but he draws the call anyway. Should that be a penalty shot? Asked Drew. I don't know if he was. He does have a breakaway if he gets that, but I think at the moment of contact, he didn't, if that makes sense. Also, I have no idea how they call penalty shots. Tage Thompson's dad is Canadian. I did not know that. So Samuelson flubs it. They're standing side by side when he trips him. And Suzuki couldn't get back up in stride. So Samuelson goes to the box. Habs fans have accepted you as their honorary fan while you're streaming the Habs game. I dove the Steve Dangle. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. If I'm Montreal, forget smoked meat or sushi, tomato ramen and fried chicken at Sansote on Saint Catherine, says Albert Eidenstrong. What happened there? Puck went out of play. First career multi-goal playoff game for Alex Newhook, says the graphic on the Sportsnet screen. So that's interesting. First few seconds of this power play, it was Habs' second unit. They get a little breath, and now the first unit will be out there because of the stoppage in play. Suzuki loses that draw to Kozak, though. Can the Sabres clear? They cannot. Hudson. Demidov! That goes high. Hudson. Demidov hasn't played a whole heck of a lot. Caulfield. Suzuki. Down low. Caulfield slaff! That's blocked by Connor Timmins. Cannot believe how valuable he's been for Buffalo. Suzuki. Caulfield. Down low. Suzuki. Demidov lets it go to Slav. Slav tries to get through to Suzuki. Doesn't work. 1:12 to go in this power play. Suzuki. On. That is blocked wide. Demidov loses his stick. Hudson holds the zone. Slav. Demidov has his stick back. Suzuki. Caulfield. Hudson is net front. Slav is at the point. What is happening? Caulfield. Suzuki. Everyone's all over the place. Caulfield fans on the backhand. As the Sabres, one of them's lost the stick. Off the outside of the post is Demidov on the one-timer. Greenway doesn't have a stick right now. He hands one to Connor Timmins. I don't even think it's the right-handedness. It's not. Right-handed Connor Timmins, left-handed Jordan Greenway. Suzuki. Shot from Hudson. That's wide. 18 seconds. Suzuki. Caulfield. Wrong side of the net. Slav. Caulfield. Suzuki. Tries to pick the corner. Stop by line. It's behind him. It's behind the net. Slav. Penalty is over. Slav. Oh! Habs. Slav. Demidov. That passes into his feet. And the Sabres, can't clear it yet. Slavkovsky keeps it alive. Shot. He tried to pick the corner again. Doesn't work. Slav knocked to the ice. Hudson. Demidov. Wow. Veleno's out there. Doc. Exhausted penalty killers for Buffalo. Oh my gosh. Habs on. Dobson. Doc. And Greenway still doesn't have a stick. Timmins still using the wrong-sided stick. Dobson. Oh, if Buffalo gets out of this, it's a miracle. Veleno. Dobson. On. That's wide. Bolduc. Greenway doesn't have a stick. Kozak gets it. He's got to gain center. And he puts it into the Sabres bench. Smart by Kozak. Habs power players, Sabres penalty killers. Everyone looks exhausted. Oh, great stick by Byram. Probably saves a goal there. And it's everything Buffalo can do to hold the lead to 3. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. SLS, Steve, you able to eat junk food again or not? Not yet. It's okay, Steve. Officials don't understand the rules either. I know. It's fascinating that Demidov still hasn't scored. It really is. Doug Demidov, owner of the Dimsdale Demidov. I have no idea what you're talking about. Drew, did you have something? Someone in Minnesota caught Nathan McKinnon swimming with flippers and goggles on. No way. Can we use it? Like, there's no way that's real, right? It is him. Oh, our intel is saying fake news. Well, yeah, not that it's not him. It's just like it's what? Like this is mid-series? Yeah. Well, is okay, do we really think Nathan MacKinnon is in an outdoor pool on May 8th in Minnesota? Is how much warmer is it there than here right now? Unless it's heated with the world's largest kettle. I don't think so. Caulfield should try shooting like ever on the power play. He should try shooting like ever. Tage Thompson kicked out. My mug says either you like hockey or you are wrong. My parents got it from a kitschy stuff store in Port Perry because I love them. They are ridiculous. They love a Saturday. Oh, Anderson bodies Stanley. They love a Saturday, drive up to Port Perry, wearing Canadian tuxedos. That's jeans with jean jackets, butter tarts, and going into stores and getting kitschy stuff and picture frames and candles. Here comes Alex Tuck. Hands it off. Tage Thompson. Shot. That's off target. Dunno. Anderson can't clear. McLeod. Oh, Sabres have to re-rack. Anderson, good stick. Yes, Justin, butter tarts. My favorite form of currency. I wonder if I could have a butter tart. I could probably get away with a butter tart. Dobson. On. Into the glove of Lyon. 6:13 to go in the second. Daniel, Minnesotan here. Today's high was 71 degrees because CO2. Can you put that in Canadian? No, I know that's too cold to be in an outdoor pool. 9 Goofy Goober. When will guys like Caulfield, Suzuki, and Slav show up? I know they're winning, but imagine those guys were playing to their standards. Well, that's kind of what I was saying about Tuck and Thompson. Like the Sabres ran the Habs show last game, and Tuck and Thompson, if you go look, didn't do anything. Norris versus Evans here in the Sabres zone. Habs win it back. Shot. Stop. Rebound. Sabres can't clear. Oh, maybe they do. Is that a hand pass? Yes. 6:05 to go in the second. Lindy Ruff is the head coach of the Buffalo Sabres, which I keep forgetting. That guy has been a coach in the NHL every single year since I was able to generate memories with my brain. Like, it's insane. Darlene. Fans on it. Evans. Darlene. Still can't clear. Dobson. This is Dobson's best game. Evans. He's got Demidov. Dobson. On. Stop by Lyon. There's a rebound, though. Evans. New hook. Dobson. Cross ice. Shot. Stop by Lyon. And the Sabres get a hold of the rebound. That's Samuelson. Up the ice, and that's going to be too many men against Montreal, I think. Yep. Joe Veleno. St. Louis strongly disagrees. Let's see. No. St. Louis is wrong. He's wrong. That's too many men. When we come back, Buffalo, once again, they're going to get a chance to get on the board, but hasn't worked so far tonight. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Oh. Oh. Are you supposed to be sore after going under anesthetic? Or am I just sick? Drew called me a mean name. Come on, man. It's not very nice. Would I do that procedure awake if someone offered me a bunch of money? You know what? Still no. Still no. Because, like, my throat hurts from the camera. If I was awake, I would have felt it. And there's no way I'm not reacting to that. Death Eater sent 1 SDPN membership. Merci beaucoup. I don't know why anyone would complain about too many men. Daniel. Hey, bud. Chat while I drink tea. Very normal. I felt the same way after my endoscopy. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Yeah, I just feel so run down. Man, the Sabres are 0 for 3. They have 8 shots. Darlene, there's 9. Stop by Dobish. Cleared down the ice by Montreal. Denise says it can happen. Okay. That's good to know. I don't know. Scratchy throat, sore. I'm like, okay, cool. Just add the flu to the list. Darlene, Tuck, Norris, Thompson, Darlene, down low, Norris, Zucker battling in front, Darlene. One timer from Norris is blocked by Newhook. Got to be the MVP of this game. Darlene on. Stop by Dobish. That's got to be power play shot number 10 for Buffalo tonight. Thompson, Tuck. Thompson shot. That goes well wide. Almost, that's over 93 miles an hour. Lion out of his net to play at 1 minute to go on this power play. Sedin Magic. Happy Friday, everyone. TGIF, am I right? You're the worst. Byram into the high slot. Thompson trying to get cute. Matheson clears it with ease. 40 seconds to go on this power play. Thompson is fighting it. As a Wild fan, we need these games at home. Otherwise, crash course Colorado, Carolina. Hey, you never know. McLeod, 22 seconds. McLeod, give and go with Byram. Back to Quinn. Down low, Benson. Oh, Dobish. Didn't know what to do with the stick. 10 seconds shot. Benson almost had the tap in there. Oh, good read there from Danault. Sabres keep it alive. Habs get it out, and the penalty is over. Demidov flying out of the box. Officially 1 shot on that power play, according to the broadcast. I think it was more than that, but we'll see. Oh, trivia, by the way, is in the description, and we're going to be doing that second intermission. Shot through traffic. Dobish handles that. Oh, boy. Dobish, I think, just took a shot at, was that Benson? Oh, Dobish. Oh, boy. Lion, fight him. Goalie fight in the playoffs. Let's go. Matheson on top of Benson. 2:56 to go in the second. Boo, fight. Benson's still down. And Dobish chirping him. That's going to draw Dahlin. Oh, Benson looks okay now. Going after Bolduc, who thinks it's pretty funny. Dahlin and Dobish still barking. Benson having a good old chuckle. Yeah, this is a good point from Craig Simpson. Like, usually you see a goalie doing these antics, you feel like they're getting rattled. Nah, Dobish just kind of lives in this pocket. I'm not sure what happened to. Oh, Benson almost got stepped on by one of his own teammates. What's that? Matheson was protecting him. Yeah, that could have been real bad. That was kind of close, man. They're showing the replay, obviously. So Logan Stanley is in the box. It says 4-on-4. Stanley and Gooley. They just said, all right, both teams' biggest defensemen, get out. Or tallest. 2:50 to go in the second. 1:50 of 4-on-4 action. Hudson around for Dobson. Hudson. Sabres get it. Trying to turn this into a 3-on-2. Hudson gets back. There's a shot from McLeod. Stopped by the blocker at Dobish. Slav plays it back to Hudson. Up the ice. Very close to a too many men call there for the Sabres. Lyon out of his net to play it to Dahlin. 1:20 to go in 4-on-4 action. Here comes Tage Thompson. Habs just take it off him again. Their sticks are crazy. Evans. Just chilling. Just chilling. Carrier. Why'd Newhook fall? Habs happy to just kill it a little here. Here comes Matheson. Matheson. Oh, that goes through the blue paint. Carrier. Cross ice. Down low. Shot. That's stopped by Lyon. Carrier pinches. Better watch out. Tuck. Byram. Can't receive the pass. Sabres have been rushing everything tonight. Evans. Habs get it deep. 20 seconds to go in 4-on-4 action. 1:12 to go in the second. Samuelson. Way ahead of Norris. To Benson. Has Dobson all over him. Dobson. Oh, Benson might have stole it. He does. In front. Dahlin. Stopped by Dobish. Sabres keep it alive. Timmins. Doan. Blocked. Timmins. In front. Benson. Scores. That little ball of hate with 37.2 seconds to go in the second. Gets the Sabres on the board. Still down 3-1, but they're going to be heading to the locker room feeling mighty good about themselves. Let's see what the third period has in store in Buffalo. Oh, Drew says, tell me he doesn't remind you of a young Gallagher. Honestly, I don't hate that. I don't hate that comparison at all. Just, he didn't even place it all that well. But just get your stick down. Get your friggin' stick down. Basics here. He gets away. No one picks him up. No one picks him up. Oh, that's disrespectful. And he does actually place that quite well. And Benson goes at Dobish. Why is the ref giving him crap? Third goal of the playoffs for Zach Benson. Timmins with his first assist. No, you know what? If Dobish wants to play that game, Benson can give it back. But now here's Texier. Texier. Stopped by Timmins. 13 seconds to go here. Texier. Benny. Sabres up the ice. Time is going to run out here in the second period. And though their team is down 2, it is rocking in Buffalo. Zach Benson gets the boys on the board. Can Montreal hang on to this 2-goal lead? Or can Buffalo pull off yet another playoff comeback? Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. We got trivia here at Second Intermission. Click the link in the description. Click the link in the chat. Daniel, FFS, Martin St. Louis, just do Matheson, Dobson, Cooley, Hudson. The decor is still a work in progress, but there's pieces. I just smashed my thumb. Luckily, it's coated in metal. Heather the Avs fan, I'm excited to not be at work, walking my dog or anything else for trivia. It's been a while, but did Justin write it? Go Avs go, in case anyone forgot. Pretty sure he did. Yeah. He sure did, which means you're all screwed. Ooh. Tonight's trivia. Habs and Sabres trivia with a few curveballs. Top prize is a UP plush toy from McFarlane Toys. Second and third place get a Spark and SDPN mini stick, and extra incentive tonight to be one of the top 3. No discount code after the top 3. Here's what Justin put. No discount code tonight as Jesse generates those, and my current code expired. Steve, just don't read this out loud on air. You just did, didn't you? Yes, I did. Yeah, Jesse was not available today. So, well, Sedin Magic. Sportsnet 650 was playing the Sabres radio broadcast of the game on my way home just now. It's just comical how biased they are. Yeah, but it's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. Drew, how much time do we want to give him? 1 more minute. Bananas. Bananas. Oh. Sorry, what was that, Drew? Is there anything I won't eat? Like now that here's the thing. I haven't been given the green light. Like, once I have, dude, literally pasta and tomato sauce. I can't have tomato sauce. Like, what a pain in the ass. Like, forget as an Italian. Like, how often do you eat pasta and sauce, Drew? At least once a week, right? Sometimes two. Tons of parm. Oh, so good, so easy. And I haven't had it since, I think, January. Or was it February? No, I'm not eating the butter pasta. I'm eating like a child. You should have seen the sad burrito bowl I had the other day. No hot sauce, no jalapenos, no tomatoes. What's the point? Literally, I need sustenance. That's the point, I guess. You should see the cereal I'm mucking. Just Diamond King videos. McAvoy should have swung harder. Feel better, Steve. Thank you. Uh, yes, I am ready, Drew. 2, 1. Here we go. Buffalo chicken wings were invented in Buffalo, New York. True or false? Should be easier. Right? Legend has it Buffalo wings were invented at Buffalo's Anchor Bar in 1964. The answer is true. And they advertise it as that too. I would. Have I been to the Anchor Bar? I don't think so. Yeah, I would know. You're right. I would know. Which of these players has served as captain of both Montreal and Buffalo? A. Josh Georges, B. Danny Briere, C. Scott Gomez, D. Brian Giunta. The answer D. Brian Giunta, the Rochester, New York native, split 8 seasons between Le Canadien and Le Sabre. I can't believe he only played 8. Feels like he was in the NHL forever. Who is the Buffalo Sabres all-time leader in playoff wins for a goaltender? A. Ryan Miller, B. Dominic Hasek, C. Don Edwards, D. Darren Pupa. Darren Pupa was an awesome name to say as a kid, but it wasn't him. B. Dominic Hasek. Hasek earned 37 wins in 68 playoff games for the Sabres with a sparkling 930 save percentage. How was he undefeated? Like the 90s, man. The Dominator. The Canadiens defeated the Sabres in the 1993 Atlantic Division Finals. True or false? Montreal beat Buffalo, but the Atlantic Division didn't exist in 1993. At the time, it was the Adams Division Finals. So the answer is false. Justin, you are mean and evil. And I love you. Who is the Montreal Canadiens' all-time leading playoff scorer? A. Guy Lafleur. B. Maurice Richard. C. Jacques Lemaire. D. Jean Beliveau. That's actually crazy. The answer is crazy. Jean Beliveau leads all Canadiens playoff performers with 176 points in 162 postseason games. Just insane. And I'm pretty sure he didn't play 4 rounds either. That's not every year anyway. Crazy. The Montreal Canadiens have never won the President's Trophy. True or false? Hmm. 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 While they finished with the NHL's best regular season record 21 times, those seasons came before the President's Trophy's introduction in 1985. So the answer is true. Justin, absolutely. Drew doesn't know what the President's Trophy looks like. It's like tall. No, I don't think it has wings. I don't think it has wings. Number 7. The Sabres' infamous line of Gilbert Perreault, Rick Martin, and Rene Robert earned what nickname? The Grind Line, the Legion of Doom, the French Connection, or the Trio Grand? What's the percent? I need to know. 85. Yeah, Drew thought this was weak. The French Connection. Oh, 73%? There's even a statue of them outside of KeyBank Center. And last one. Traditional poutine is made with crispy fries, shredded cheese, and hot gravy. Drew almost didn't know the answer, but he redeemed himself. The answer is false. Shredded cheese, how dare you? Cheese curds or nothing. By the way, the Maple Leaf, which is the Canadian bar in London, England, I hope they have fixed this, but I went there and ordered poutine. It was shredded cheese. I was furious. Drew, who do we got? The winner is T. You were the winner of a UP figure, courtesy of McFarlane Toys. Ben and Dean, you both get an SDPN Spark mini stick. And the rest of you, I love you. As an American, why not both shredded and curds? So that no, it's interesting though, because there are poutine places that do all kinds of other toppings. But the argument, like, is that true poutine then? Or is that just a mishmash of you don't like poutines that are traditional? You don't like bacon? Buffalo chicken poutine is oh, where was it? I want to say there was this pub in Whitby that did like a curry poutine. It was crazy. That's why I have an ulcer, probably. I liked it. The classic Por qué no los dos? Says Steven Schiller. Why isn't there two? Is that what that means? I'm not sure. Drew. Oh, spice bags. You get all these things I can't friggin' eat. Both streams so far this series. All right. Ow. Drew, what are we doing? Hey, let's talk about the Hurricanes and how they may never lose again.
And this is the thing, right? Like we kept asking ourselves for years and years and years, when are the Canes going to figure it out and get to the next level? And I think having the Panthers not in the playoffs, because the Panthers are like, they have a doctorate in this.
They do
in
things
being
to
dirty
them.
And not like they've done multiple dissertations. They dug up the remains of the 1970s Flyers, 72 and 74 when they won the Cup. Those are the teams, like the Broad Street Bullies, the original ones, Bobby Clark and company. They're the ones, if you go back and you watch those series.
They're criminals.
They're goons, all of them. Legal murder. And I remember talking to Steve. Remember we had Dennis Marouk on?
Yeah.
And Dennis Marouk, by the way, Ken Reed wrote a book about him. Dennis is great. And he's the forgotten 60-goal scorer. He scored it in Washington. And we asked Dennis about Philadelphia, and he said it was very real that players would get Flyers flu, meaning that they would just pretend to be hurt or injured or not good to go against the Philadelphia Flyers, even in the regular season. And the Flyers, I mean, again, different game, different rules, different way of covering it, and obviously no instant replay back then. But the core of what those Flyers were remains the same today. And there are teams that take pieces of that, and there are teams that take that and make it their whole identity, which, the Boston Bruins since 2010 up until recently, that was their thing. And I think the Panthers do it even better than the Bruins of the 2010s. I'd say, you got your Boychucks and your Luciches and all the other guys that were amazing. Chara, Bergeron was dirty at times. McAvoy is a dirty player. I don't care what anyone says, but he's great at it. I say that as a term of respect.
Oh,
the Panthers were able to teach some of that to the Carolina Hurricanes, I think. And the Canes aren't dirty, but the Canes know how to get you, right?
Well, Taylor Hall's averaging a questionable hit per round now.
Yeah, that's
right.
Very true.
And he's already got his one in. They're gritty. They compete. They're not necessarily going to win any straight up wars. If you really drag them into the muck, you're not gonna. It's just not going to happen. I don't think. But who's left in the East that's going to do that? Who's left in the playoffs
that's going to drag him into the muck?
I'm starting to really believe in the Hurricanes, man.
Yeah,
I'm
me
starting
too.
to. I've always been like but getting over the hump. Okay, Buffalo had an incredible. Let's not start eliminating teams that aren't eliminated, but Buffalo was very convincing in game 1. Is it a Florida type game? Well, no. But they got some guys who can do it. Like that series, I think would be electricity.
You think Buffalo, Carolina, you mean?
Yeah, if you just go by the teams that are currently leading, by the way, one's leading 1-0, the other's leading 3-0. Attaboy Gare. And then you look out west. Who's the closest thing to the Carnival team? Vegas?
No, Vegas. I mean, and we'll talk about the Anaheim Vegas series. I haven't seen that from Vegas at all. Not even a little bit. And they should be doing that to Anaheim, by the way.
Then Mini?
And
they're down 2-0.
I know, and they're not. Mini's not dirty, right? Like they've got guys like Hartman's insane.
They can.
Trennan can kill you. But like, are they dragging you in? Like, the what's the thing you always say about Matthew and Brady Tkachuk? They love dropping punches and complaining to the ref at the same time.
Yeah, the old Stamkos. It's so silly.
No one's doing that. I mean, Colorado maybe could if they decided to play that type of game, but is that their game?
Not really. Like this is their. You don't always win the Stanley Cup with your best team. Like I can't tell you if this is Carolina's best team over the Brind'Amour era. I can't. What I can tell you is I think this is their best shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to have a better one than this. And I don't think that should be controversial on account of they're one win away from sweeping their way to the sweeping their way to the conference final.
So they'll be the freshest team in the Eastern Conference final in what, 50 years? Like,
they're going to have
who else has done this?
I saw something. I think it's since like it was either 85 or 95. Like this just doesn't happen, right? There are some guys who by the end of the series could be fresher than they were in like February or something when the Olympic break came.
Yeah,
it's Rod Brind'Amour's money is going to be made off the ice potentially, but again, you got to win the series. They haven't won the series. You lose game 4 to Philly. You're not going to feel happy about it. Then all of a sudden, game 5, and you can't take your foot off the gas. You can't take your foot off the gas. You have an opportunity here.
They don't strike me as a team that will. I think the thing, though, and the other side of this, Steve, is that like the Pittsburgh Penguins were a 98-point team. So were the Flyers.
Yeah. So
the route to this is a heck of a lot easier for the Carolina Hurricanes if you want to play the other side of that. And I don't think that that's a very popular thing to say. Let's be honest. I haven't heard many people talk about it that way. And I know Canes fans are not going to like this, but we have to look at that. Like look at who Buffalo played in the first round. It doesn't matter really what the point total was, but I think Boston I'm pretty sure they had more points than Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Okay. So,
close.
And I would say that Boston's season was on par with Pittsburgh's at very least. Philadelphia charged at the end, right? Got past Columbus, got past the Islanders. But Boston is sort of in a retool rebuild. They still have a little bit of that old identity left over, although if you ask Bruins fans, it's all over and they need to blow it up. And we'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I feel like Buffalo had a really tough task in Boston. Boston is a very good playoff team. There are players on that team that are so strong. You guys like, Zadorov in a playoff series. That's a guy you don't want to get locked in a cell with, right?
No.
McAvoy, obviously the season he had, that poor guy had his jaw blown up more than anybody else. Like he looked like a marshmallow at points this year, played hard. Pasternak is Pasternak in the playoffs. You've got guys that were very injured as well for Boston. And there were games, the 2 games that I think Buffalo lost.
Drew just tried to count me back down in French, and it didn't go great. Wow, they just had the lead singer of the Goo Goo Dolls on with Kyle Bukauskas, and they gave him a hockey night towel. So here's where we are. Beginning of the third period in Buffalo. Habs went up 3-0. Zach Benson scored an electric goal at the end of the second period. Buffalo is down 3-1. They have 19 and a half minutes to get 2 goals to force overtime. Can they do it? Steve Dangle here. SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Battle in the Montreal zone. One minute gone here. Battle in the Habs corner. Habs get rid of it. This is probably going to be icing unless Danault beats it out. He's not gonna. I don't know what Danault's arguing about. That wasn't close. Woo! Lots of honey at the bottom there. Woo! I wish it was Bailey's. Peyton Krebs. Offensive zone draw against Philip Danault. Krebs wins that back to Byram. Oh, what a pass into the slot. Zucker can't get the shot through. He does now. Stopped by Dobish. That, I believe, is deflected out of play. What do we think's going to happen, folks? Le Canadien de Montréal, do they hold on and even this series? Or does Buffalo storm back and take 2 of 2 in their own barn? Oh, boy. Lane Hudson trying to go on the break. He's got Dahlin on him. That's backhanded wide. Evans in there. Texier hard around. Hudson gets back. Blocker, tricky one away there by Lyon. It was a bit of a sinker. No icing thanks to the dive of Dahlin. Hudson in his own end. Samuelson. Gosh Stone. Wow. Just bodied at the blue line. This sure looks like a park the bus type of period for Montreal. We'll see if it works. Benson gets it deep. Habs send it right back. Con Timmins in his own end. Sabres have not gotten a crazy amount of shots on Montreal through 2 games. They scored 4 times in game 1, so you probably didn't notice that they had 16 shots. They're currently sitting at 20, being outshot 21-20. Bolduc gets it out, and he's chasing it. McLeod gets away from Veleno. Owen Power up the ice. Nice pass to Tuck. Stopped by Dobish, who swats away the rebound. But here's Buffalo. Byram. One-timer from Power into the glove of Dobish, and he holds on to that one. Probably going wide. Doesn't matter. Looked sick. Sedin Magic. Too early to park the bus yet, isn't it? Yes. Don't tell Montreal, though. They honestly, it feels like they are parking the bus like maybe 80% of the time. This is Ryan McLeod taking a face-off in the Habs zone against Philip Danault. We got the blender out here. Danault wins that to Matheson. Matheson down the ice. Anderson is going to beat this icing out. Texier can't get to it. Thompson gives it up to Danault. Keeps the cycle going. Texier. Byram collects it. Breakout to Thompson. Tuck. Sabres stay on side. Tuck loses it. They get it back on Thompson. Tries to center it off the back of the net. He has it back. 16-16 to go in the third. Power. Thompson loses an edge, and this is going to be a clean 2-on-1 for Montreal. Carrier shoots, scores! What a snipe! Holy from Alex Carrier. He had Philip Deneau with him, and he says, no, thank you. And rips the thing off the bar. Oh, Alexandre Carrier. No, that's Thompson, man. Thompson just loses an edge, doesn't get the puck deep. Like, I know you're losing an edge, get rid of it. And Carrier off the bar down, like Lyon's not deep in his net or nothing. And Montreal regains their 3-goal lead, icing against Buffalo. Jean-Sebastien Roy, I love our bus. Skipper Bath, new hook for Canadian clutch guy of the week. Probably a good shout. Who let Carrier play D? Put him one right wing with that shot. Dude. What a snipe. Drew, at commercial break, I'm going to get water. I forgot to at intermission. You don't. Oh, I know. That's one of the craziest shots I've ever seen. Oh, that goes wide. First of the playoffs for Carrier. Jacques Bisson sent 1 SDPN membership. Merci beaucoup. Gooley. Sabres fans trying to get the energy back in the building. Gooley. Whoop. Malenstein steals it off him. Again, these guys, they can't make a pass. Greenway can't receive that. And it's icing against the Sabres. So who do we got? We got Newhook twice. Matheson and Carrier. Not the guys you'd expect, but those are the only guys who are scoring. And here they are in the second round. Dobson rips that. I don't think that missed by much. Slavkovsky, Hudson, Dobson stopped by Lyon. Hudson holds it, gets around his man, plays it back to Suzuki. Dobson. Loses the zone. Suzuki's going to handle it. Habs have to re-rack. They don't do it quickly enough, so they play it all the way back. Hudson. Dumps it. Stanley with it in his own end. Timmins. Up to Peyton Krebs. Speed. Hands. Shot. It hits the net, but it's the above the glass net. 14:38. Do the Sabres have another miracle in them? They had one in the first round. You bet they did. Sabres win that cleanly back. Logan Stanley. Holy cow, that shatters Ivan Demidov's stick. Newhook clears it. Demidov gets a new twig. Dumped. Carrier tries to boot it out of the zone. Newhook picks it up. This might be an odd man rush here. Newhook hands it off. Evans is caught up to. I think that's Benson. Timmins. Oh, Doan gains the zone. Benson. What a pass! What a save! Sabres get it back. Doan in front. Stopped. Oh my gosh. Jakub Dobish. Power. That pings around. Evans. Texier clears the zone. And loud frustration on the Sabres bench. Excuse me. Power. Gains the zone. Tuck. Shoots. Stopped by Dobish. Tuck. Oh, great pass to Byram. Tuck. Oh, rip that. He does. Wide. He should have one-timed that. McLeod. Tuck. Tried to get the deflection there. That's behind the net. Dano. Gains the zone. On. Dobson. Whoa. Dano. Behind the Sabres net. Just trying to kill time. Cycles it. Oh, Doc in front. Oh, Bolduc doesn't get everything on that. And now here comes Jack Quinn. Is he going to shoot it? He hands it off. He gets it back. He passes. Oh, that pass is picked off by Joe Veleno. Chasing back Byram. Up the ice. Oh, boy. Lots of Sabres clumped up at the bench there. Here's Dahlin. Hasn't had the loudest night. Habs clear it. 12:22 to go in the third. Krebs. Not quite clear. Dahlin. Picked off. And that bus has the parking brake on. It's got bricks behind the tires. It's got like the repo lock on the tires. It's got a club on the steering wheel. And then the steering wheel flew off. Samuelson. Krebs. Samuelson is blocked by Slavkovsky. Tage Thompson. Krebs trying to gain the zone. Does by handing it to Zucker. Zucker. Tage Thompson can't handle that pass. He is having a beast. By the way, sometimes I say British crap, and I don't realize I'm doing it because I've been going out with my wife since spring of 2007. And I don't think anyone in Canada says, oh, I'm having a beast, when they mean like they're having a hard time. Drew, have you ever heard that? Nope. Yeah. I don't even know if it's British. Might just be Scottish. Dobson in front. Oh, Demidov wants one. Matheson. Timmins. Oh, Newhook. Newhook on hat-trick watch. Shot. What a stop on Jake Evans by Alex Lyon. And now this could be Benson on a breakaway. It's not, but he gets there before the icing. Josh Doan. Habs lose the zone. Benson. There's an errant stick that's complicating matters. It was Matheson's. Here comes Alex Tuck. Shot. Stopped by Dobish, and he tries to crash the net a little. We're going to get a commercial break here. What crossbar, what did that crossbar do to deserve that? It was there. It's the way it was looking at him. It's not a bus, it's a train, Steve. Choo, choo. They're parking the train. Drew, don't even put up a slate. I'll be right back. Told you. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Are we getting a comeback? Can we get that in the chat? You know what sucks about wearing this? People keep going, "What'd you do to your thumb?" And I have to tell them, I fell at hockey. Like, you just fell? I fell. Oh, were you, like, going for like, you were trying to score a goal? I was going to the bench. It was between whistles. I fell. Did Kyle Bukauskas just say no one's ever scored a playoff hat trick in Buffalo against the Sabres? Is that what he just said? Surely not. Philip Deneau wins the faceoff in his own end. 10-10 to go in the third period. Make a wish. Josh Anderson. Deneau. Anderson. Got Texier with him. What a useful player he's been after having his contract terminated by the St. Louis Blues. Texier. He loses it to McLeod. McLeod tries to pass to Byram, who's not standing. Jack Quinn. Tuck. Oh, what a pass! McLeod doesn't get the shot off. McLeod hands it off on from distance. That's off target. Big hit by Carrier on McLeod. Anderson, late in the shift, gives it away. Jack Quinn. Oh, Owen Power handles that. Quinn holds the zone, fires it deep. Oh, Tuck. It's cleared. Montreal desperately needs new bodies. Thompson. Shot. That goes out of play. 8:56 to go in the third. Carrier is having himself a game. Montreal has up the intensity 1,000-fold from game one. Here's one for the poll, or for a poll. Do I leave the set on this background for game 3? Are we getting a comeback, by the way? 87% say no. Drew says I have to keep the same background for the Habs to win. Well, listen, Michael Trakos, Drew Livingstone. I am merely an entertainer. You think I bleed bleu, blanc, et rouge? No. Impossible. Bibliothèque fromage. What framboise? What is framboise? Framboise. Is that raspberries? Strawberry. Ah. Oh, it is raspberry. Eat my shorts. You stink. What's strawberry? Fraise. Yeah. It takes me a second. Blueberry is le berry de bleu. I don't actually know. Berry de bleu. Myrtle? Spell it. Myrtille. Habs block that. Myrtle. James? Icing against the Habs. 8:46 to go in the third. That's so ridiculous. Like, they're showing the Sabres banners They're paying homage to Rick Jeanneret, which obviously is not ridiculous. But they show Dominic Hasek, his banner, the years he was with the Sabres, it goes up to 2001. And then there's Ryan Miller's banner, and it starts in 2002. You had like a 1-year gap between Dominic Hasek and Ryan Miller. That's so ridiculous. Prime Ryan Miller. The kids probably don't know. He was crazy. Darlene, what a move. Shot. That's blocked. Darlene. Sabres crashing the net here. Shot. That is blocked. Zucker holds the zone. Dobish out of the net to play it. Suzuki. Merti is how you say blueberry? Merti. Slavkovsky. 2-on-1. Slav. Stop by Lyon. Hudson. Caulfield. What a pass. What a shot by Veleno. Stopped by Alex Lyon. 7:57 to go in the third. I got to say, Buffalo, good playlist, man. Decent playlist. What are you doing passing that? Slav had a lot of net to shoot at. Craig Simpson pointing out you want to get Cole Caulfield going. Dude, get Slav going. What was his last goal? By the way, after this game, Adam Wild is streaming Anaheim Vegas Game 3 right here on the SCPN YouTube channel. Here's all you got to do. Nothing. Simply stay here and we will reroute you because we are friendly and cool. Caden Gooley has gone to the room. Sabres put it on. Habs clear the zone. Denise Campbell, better than hyperextending it because someone walked into my white cane with such force. I was not lucky. I was lucky not to have broken it. What are we all talking about? Are you all right? Denise, stay safe. Mère d'Alor. Sacrement. I'm learning swear words. Byram. Oh, Norris is knocked down. Veleno gets rid of it. No call. Gooley has returned to the bench. Habs get it deep. Oh, clear elbow from Byram. Yeah, that's bad. Ref saw it and called it. That's brutal. Blueberry is bleuet in French. Bleuet. So here's the problem. There are lots of different kinds of French. Watch this. Whack. Yeah, not great from Byram. Heather, my problem is that I learned Francais Provençal. See, I don't know what that means. Does that mean like Parisian French or like France French? Which I know is different from Quebecois. So I wish Duolingo had Quebecois French. I feel like I've been learning the wrong thing. Habs on the power play, up 3 goals. Looking pretty good here in game 2. Pretty much just a constant murmur of booze here in Buffalo. That pass gets through. Caulfield. That's blocked. That was Demidov. Demidov. Oh my God, the hands. Hudson. Demidov fakes. Can't get that pass through, and that puck goes not out of play. Slav. Suzuki. He's got Caulfield. Whack! Did that? They're saying off the crossbar. I think that might have gone in too. Off the crossbar and hits the back of Lyon. And Caulfield to the bench. He did rip that. I think that might have gone in, man. Did you hear the bar? I didn't. Malenstein. Nice move. What a pass. Greenway. Sabres attacking shorthanded. They need to. They're down 3. Stanley, he's got a bunch of goals this season. Hudson on the ice for 15 out of 22 goals for the Habs, says Arnaud Deschamps. Holy. Belgian French is the best French because nonant is 90. I believe you. Up the ice. Kozak giving chase. Habs are like killing a penalty on the power play right now. They're in their own end, and Benson is being super aggressive because it's his team that needs goals and not Montreal. 5 minutes to go in the third here. And as soon as this penalty's over, you might as well pull Lyon. And it's over. Here comes Benson. Benson can't wrap it around. New hook. Hattie watch. Matheson. And that puck, we got a whistle here. 4:33 to go in the third. I don't know if that was icing or into the bench. Let's see the replay of the Caulfield rip. Suzuki whack. Oh, heard the crossbar then. Whack. Dunk. Oh, absolutely obliterated the goalpost. You ever hit the post so hard with a real puck that you smell burning rubber? I'd love to know what that shot smelled like. That's crazy. We got one from the bet, Dad. Whoops. Hey, Steve, shouldn't they get Matz, the guy they had to force out because he was so devoted to the team, to assess whether Matthews is as devoted? And if not, isn't that your answer on what to do with him? Matthews is an elite player. He's an elite player who hasn't been elite because of injuries. But here's the thing. Do I like the direction the Leafs are going in? Not really. Do I blame him for also not liking the direction the Leafs are going in? Not really. Am I pretty annoyed that this guy might dip after the first sign of trouble? Yeah. Yeah. I know we live in a new world. Um, you know, that sucks. You only get one career. I get it. I get it. But that sucks. Talking about Denise, just that you hurt your thumb by doing something in. Mine was due to someone walking while looking at their phone. 4:33. Lyon was thinking about pulling, but the Habs win the faceoff as they are prone to do, and now it is deep in the Sabres zone. Anderson gets it deep. Dahlin. Habs trying to pressure. And here goes Lyon. Oh, Suzuki turns it away. Thompson. 6-on-5 here with 4 minutes to go. Suzuki down the net, down the ice, and in to the net. Nick Suzuki scores to make it 5. Drew, watch me work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. À 1 pour Montréal. Dans le deuxième match. I think that's how you say it. I have had such great fantasy luck in these playoffs. with guys on my team scoring empty netters. Boldy had 2 one night. And Nick Suzuki adds 1 to the total. Ho, 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 I'm looking pretty good. Lot of booing. Lot of booing. Maybe they're just pointing out that Montreal scored again. They're saying boo, like B-U-T. Ele boo. Joe Valeno. Bullduk. Here's Tuck. Quinn. 3:30 to go in the third. And Ole is raining down in Buffalo. Kirby Doc is going to airmail that. Carolina might have 14 days off, says Drew. It's possible, man. Mallenstein turned away. Hudson breaks that up. Mallenstein gets it to Owen Power at the point. On. That's wide. Oh, we're going to get a penalty against Josh Anderson on JD on whoa. On Greenway. I don't know if it's going to be both of them or just Anderson. Can you hear that Sabres fan absolutely losing their mind? By the way, I hate this. I do this all the time. It is Jordan Greenway, not JD Greenway, who the Leafs drafted. Jordan Greenway. Gosh darn it. Yes, Drew? Hurricane series could end tomorrow. That's crazy. If this series goes 7, game 7 is not until next Sunday. So they'd have minimum 9 days off. That's insane. Reality check for Buffalo tonight, says Mad Noid. You ain't wrong. Again, do not leave. .242 to go in this game. Is that a timeout? 2:42. Sabres get a power play. I don't remember what I was in the middle of saying. Oh, 2:42 to go in the third. Stick around because Adam Wild is going to be streaming right here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Game 3, Vegas Anaheim. That series currently tied at 2. Chloe, got a question for Drew. Why did the Avs get rid of Newhook? Did they not have room for him? I feel like he would round out the Avs bottom 6 perfectly. Drew says he wasn't very good, which I remember to be true. He's also only 25. Traded from Colorado to Montreal for Gianni Fairbrother, a first-round pick in 23, and Ethan Gauthier, who was a second-round pick. Decent return. Ole rains down in Buffalo. Sabres have it. Newhook is on the ice. Is this 6? It is 6. Swatted down the ice by Jake Evans. Two minutes to go in the third. It's Bowen Byram. Sabres have been losing pretty much from opening horn, and they only have 25 shots. Probably about a third of them, maybe more, have come on the power play. Really concerning stuff happening at 5-on-5 for Buffalo through 2 games, even though they took the first one. Byram, McLeod, Krebs, cross ice, and there's a penalty. Benson heading off. And that'll pretty much do it. 126 to go in the third. What did Benson do? Oh boy, Carrier with a healthy slash at Benson. You could have called a few things. And the cross check on Matheson. I mean, that was what did it. That was what did it. That's weak. $126 to go in the third. Hi, Steve. You calling the play-by-play for the Habs are the best kind of magic. First time you did the Habs, they went to the Stanley Cup final. With Dangle, the Habs are unstoppable. What can I say? Wow, Jack-Eye blast that. Jack-Eye out there, 4-on-4 action. So is Doc, so is Veleno. Thanks again, Steve. Great stream. Go Habs, go. Thank you, Adrina. Merci beaucoup. Greenway. Drew, there's definitely going to be a brawl here, right? Look at who's on the ice. Like, look at everyone. Yeah, Jack-Eye and Greenway are going to go. I'm surprised they're not going right now. Ref probably told him FO. Here's Jack-Eye with it. Greenway didn't even hit him. Here comes Jack-Eye. Bang! $33 seconds to go in the third. Greenway and Doc talking, but that's it. Gooley, 25 seconds to go. Jack-Eye. Habs are just going to kill the clock here. Why not? Gobus for Jack-Eye. A dominant performance from the Montreal Canadiens. Jack-Eye barking. And the Habs biting in game 2. 5-1 is the final. Buffalo, an emphatic win in game 1. Montreal, an even more emphatic answer in game 2. And now this series tied 1-1 will head to Montreal for games 3 and 4 on Friday. Wait. Today's Sunday and Tuesday. I was under general anesthesia 8 hours ago. I almost had a really good outro. Buffalo fans better be careful with all the booing. They'll get a bad rap and nobody will want to sign in free agency. I love when people get a bit. Daniel, most teams protect their goalie from other teams' players. At this rate, the Habs are protecting the Sabres from Topish. Go to sleep, Steve. That sounds like a great idea, eh? Is Adam ready to go? Or it's probably a little early, eh? Drew? Is Adam ready to go? Or is it too early? Probably too early. Oh, yeah, let's keep it going for a few minutes. What's everyone doing for Mother's Day? Is he live already? Nah. Oh, his stream's. Oh, he's up in 3 minutes. I can do 3. If it goes to 7 Saturday. Ooh, I'm still gonna stick to Buffalo in 7. I'm not moving off of my pick. Listen, like if you go and watch the pod today, I couldn't picture a world where Montreal got competitive in the series because of how hard they got their ass kicked in game 1. The Sabres shell shocked them. And then in this game, like, I'm not going to lie. The Habs, like, they played the same responsible, annoying defensive style that we saw against Tampa. The Sabres looked immature. They looked immature and frustrated, and Habs got some amazing shots. Save here, save there would have been nice. If their highest paid player didn't completely blow it, that would have been nice. Or Tage Thompson's not even their highest paid, I don't think, but it's Tage Thompson. It's an Olympian that's like one of the backbones of your team. I didn't think Darlene was that great. Tuck. Like, let me see. Let me see here. Darlene stat line, 4 shots, 1 hit. Tage Thompson, 1 shot, 6 hits. Like, all right, cool, but like you're Tage Thompson and also 1 enormous giveaway. Tuck, 6 shots, 2 hits, and a block. City TV everywhere. But again, you got to score, man. You got to score. Zach Rosenthal does Dobish 4-1, or sorry, holy cow. 4-0 after a loss. Wonder how much Dobish jersey sales spiked this playoffs. Maybe try and get CJ to find out. I bought one myself, so it's at least 1. This is a good question. Carol Rayom. Was at a work event on Wednesday. We stopped a presentation early to put the game on the big screen. Wish we'd had this game on that night. I know, eh? Nothing kills a function more than your team getting their butt kicked. Adam Wild will be streaming game numero 3. Ducks, Vegas. I'm thinking Ducks. I'm thinking Ducks. Ducks in game. You think the Ducks won their only game? Here's how it's going to work. Ducks win this one. Vegas wins game 4. That's what I think. Drew says Ducks score 3 more goals the entire series. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Drew, do the Avs sweep the Wild? No. He thinks the Wild are going to steal tomorrow. The Hedge Lord. Bat flips and birdie putts. Hey, Steve, just wanted to pop in as well to say, hope the photo session of your tummy went good. It did. They gave me drugs. I haven't picked up the drugs, but I'm going to get them. The other choo-choo just arrived. But listen, I am left with the same feeling after game 2 that I had after game 1. No one could have foreseen this train coming. No one. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends, except I'm done. I am done. Adam Wild will be streaming game 3, Anaheim, Vegas. In fact, he is streaming game 3 of Anaheim, Vegas right now, and we're going to send you there. My friends, that is it for game 2. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like the stream. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell your friends we got a series.